This winter, folks, is shaping up to be one for the history books. Brace yourselves for a wild ride as we face an intense cold front sweeping in from the north. The bitter chill is going to be relentless, with winter storms expected to hit hard across the country. Imagine battling freezing temperatures while snow and ice pile up, making every step a struggle. But that's not all. On the flip side, we're going to see fire hazards raging in certain regions as well, with dry conditions combining with powerful winds, creating the perfect storm for potential wildfires. In today's video, we're diving into the upcoming weather patterns. We'll be looking at a roller coaster of a temperature pattern, a chaotic storm pattern, and a mix of thunderstorms, severe weather, snowstorms, ice storms, cold weather, and warm weather. It's going to be all over the place, so let's take a closer look. First, we'll examine the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. What we see is a generally warmer pattern across the central and eastern states, except for the Northeast, which has some below normal temperatures. Out west, there's plenty of cold weather. While this might seem like a straightforward cold in the west, warm in the east pattern, I don't see it that way. And it doesn't appear that the Climate Prediction Center does either. As we review the model guidance, things will become clearer. Looking at precipitation, we expect many low pressure systems to form over the western Gulf or Texas. These systems will generally move northward with some curving eastward toward the mid-Atlantic. This will create a corridor of thunderstorms and showers across much of the southeast. Meanwhile, there are significant uncertainties regarding snowfall in the north, central, and northeastern states, which we'll monitor closely. The Northwest will also experience an uptick in precipitation. The 8 to 14 day outlook looks more dramatic. While it still isn't purely warm in the east and cold in the west, it leans in that direction. Cold temperatures will dominate the Northwest and extend into the plains, while warm air will rise up the eastern states. This setup suggests that storms will move through these areas, bringing warm fronts that lift warm air and cold fronts that drag colder air into more neutral zones at times. And turning to the precipitation pattern, storms moving through these regions will be the primary drivers of weather. Some storms will also pass over the Northwest, forming two main storm tracks where most precipitation will occur. However, not many systems are expected to pass through the Southwest. Looking back at the past 20 days, we've seen brutally cold conditions across much of the central and eastern states. The lighter blues indicate temperatures slightly below normal, while the medium blues and greens represent areas far below normal, some by 10 to 15 degrees. This is a significant departure from typical averages over such a long period. Now let's dive into some model guidance, starting with the European model. By this evening, we'll see snow showers across the northern Rockies, including areas like Colorado and Utah with heavier coverage further north. Snow showers are also expected in the northern plains and upper Midwest, aided by a weaker low pressure system in south central Canada. As we move into tomorrow afternoon, it's relatively quiet, with snow showers extending into the Sierra Nevada and the central Rockies. The upper Midwest and Great Lakes region will also experience snow showers. On Sunday afternoon, January 26th, we'll start seeing thunderstorms develop across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. At the same time, a storm system over Southern California could bring much needed precipitation to help with fire conditions, along with snow for southeastern Nevada, making it a beneficial storm overall. By Monday, January 27th, we'll see significant changes. Warmer air will start dominating many regions, leading to a shift in the overall pattern. This warmth is pushing eastward across much of the central states, causing the cold air to retreat as the warm air moves in. A relatively strong low-pressure system located east of Hudson Bay is bringing moderate to heavy snowfall to parts of eastern Canada. As we move into Tuesday, the overall warming trend continues. Warm air will push toward the Midwest and eastern states, although colder conditions will persist in the far north. Out west, temperatures will be mostly neutral, slightly warmer overall, though some southwestern states will experience colder conditions. By Wednesday afternoon, January 29th, a low pressure system near the Adirondack Mountains will bring snowfall to portions of the western mid-Atlantic and northeastern states, including New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, where snowfall will be heaviest. Showers and thunderstorms will likely be widespread across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, and North Carolina. This marks a trend of increasing storm activity in the east. A cooling trend will begin by Wednesday with a cold front dragging in colder air. Thursday will likely be a colder day in the east. Meanwhile, another storm system will start forming over Texas, bringing snowfall to parts of New Mexico and the Texas Panhandle, while the rest of Texas will see showers and thunderstorms. As we move toward Friday, this storm will strengthen while colder air dives southward in the west, bringing stormy conditions and snowfall to the mountainous regions. This colder air in the west will encourage warmth to surge across the central and eastern states. The developing low pressure system will likely create a warm front that amplifies this pattern. By Saturday, the storm will have a dragging cold front behind it and a warm front extending eastward, indicated by a strong push of warm air along the eastern states. Colder air will follow behind the cold front, though milder conditions will persist further west. A potential snowfall event is shaping up for the northern plains and upper Midwest, with additional snow and rain across the west. Thunderstorms will continue in the deeper south and southeast corridor. On Sunday, February 2nd, the current low pressure system will dissipate over the east as another begins to form. This new system will feature a cold front dragging behind and a warm front extending ahead, bringing showers and some thunderstorms, particularly across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Warm fronts generally don't generate significant thunderstorm activity since warm air overtakes cold air, but this setup could still create elevated storm risks. Heavy snowfall is likely for the Rockies and parts of the plains. As we move into Monday afternoon, a low pressure system over the Great Lakes will bring snowfall to the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region. A dragging cold front beneath the system could produce thunderstorm activity, possibly reaching as far north as the mid-Atlantic. By Tuesday, thunderstorms will persist even as the parent low pressure system moves away. A stationary frontal boundary will remain in the southeast, supporting further thunderstorm activity without a central low-pressure system. Meanwhile, colder temperatures will dominate the west and plains, while the east experiences overall rising warmth. On Wednesday afternoon, thunderstorms will develop again in the southeast. At the same time, colder conditions will persist in the west, north central, and northeastern states. By Friday, another low-pressure system will form, rising northward along the jet stream. While not particularly strong, this system will bring ice, snowfall, and likely thunderstorms to the southeastern quadrant of the storm. The west will remain colder, while warm temperatures dominate much of the central and eastern regions. By February 7th, a cold push through the north-central states into much of the east seems likely. However, since this is far into the forecast range, it should be taken with a grain of salt. This projection aligns with the National Weather Service and Climate Prediction Center's medium to long-range forecasts. Meanwhile, snowfall is expected to continue out west. Looking ahead to Saturday, there's potential for another cold push through the north-central states and into the east. Snowfall is expected across much of Canada and the north-central U.S., with some snow potentially reaching the Great Lakes and Northeast regions. Thunderstorms and showers could develop across the Deep South and Ohio Valley. While confidence decreases as we move further into the forecast range, a warming trend in the east seems likely, paired with colder conditions out west. Around February 1st to 3rd, thunderstorms are expected across the Deep South and southeastern states. The west and north central regions will experience significant snowfall. The pattern of a persistent southeastern ridge will maintain warmer conditions in the east, while storms and snowfall from Canada will bring threats to the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. A significant snow system is likely around February 6th to 8th, impacting the north central states and Great Lakes, with potential thunderstorms in the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and Southeast. By February 7th, the east may see a cool down while the west warms up. This indicates that colder conditions in the east may persist into February. The Rockies, Cascades, and Sierra Nevada are expected to see continued snowfall, maintaining a very stormy pattern for the western U.S. Precipitation. Totals reflect an active pattern, particularly in the west, where dry conditions will improve significantly. From the southern plains into the southeast, a lot of precipitation is expected due to storms and dragging cold fronts that impact Gulf states. Snowfall patterns, according to the European model, show increasing totals across the central states. Snowfall in the east is limited to mountainous and far northern regions, while the mountainous west will see substantial accumulations. The GFS model largely agrees, highlighting significant snowfall potential for the upper Midwest and Great Lakes, with some areas receiving several feet of snow over the next 2 weeks. Temperatures will remain variable. While the current pattern is cold, a warm-up is expected early next week, peaking around Monday, Wednesday. A cool down will follow by Thursday with another warm-up for the following weekend, so February 1st through 2nd. This alternating pattern of warm-ups and cool-downs will continue, bringing strong low-pressure systems into the region as they follow the jet stream west to east. As we head into the second half of winter, February often proves to be one of the coldest and snowiest months of the season, with multiple winter storms likely over the next couple of weeks and a very active weather pattern. Let's break down what to expect. Overview of the weather pattern. The vorticity map highlights 2 areas of disturbed weather in the near term: Great Lakes and Northeast. A clipper system is diving down from Canada, bringing snow showers to the Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast through Monday and Tuesday. California and Southwest, an upper-level low in Southern California, will deliver beneficial rain to the region before moving into the desert Southwest. This slow-moving system, expected to become a cutoff low, may overperform due to its lingering nature, bringing rain and eventual snow to higher elevations, e.g. Flagstaff and Santa Fe. Midweek outlook, Wednesday, Thursday. Great Lakes and Northeast. The Clipper system intensifies, bringing heavier snow to these regions. Southwest and Southern Plains. The cutoff low sends energy ahead, generating widespread showers and thunderstorms across Texas and transitioning to snow in New Mexico and far west Texas. Cold air comes out of Alaska and drops into our western states, which is why we'll experience multiple systems originating from the west and then lifting northeast. These systems will bring colder anomalies as the PNA Pacific North American pattern drops significantly into the negative. This setup will deliver some of the coldest air masses of the season to the west. Notably, these systems will bring beneficial rains and heavier snows to the desert Southwest. This marks the beginning of the winter storm season. As we approach February 3rd and 4th, colder anomalies will intensify across Colorado and Wyoming, extending further into Kansas, Texas, and even the desert Southwest. Warmer anomalies will persist in some areas, but with the cold air dropping from Alaska into the west, this pattern will shift as we move through February 4th and 5th. The series of storms will lay down a decent snowpack with the first system, and the second system will have to travel over that snowpack, making it colder than it would have been otherwise. This will bring colder anomalies into Texas and even as far south as Mexico. As these systems move northeast, they will trail winter storms behind them, signaling a colder and more active period ahead. European surface map. Looking at the latest European surface map, we see the first Clipper system. Waves of snow will move through the Great Lakes, initially starting with lake effect snow across Wisconsin and Michigan. As the flow strengthens, snow opportunities will increase, bringing waves of moisture. A second system will move through Monday night into Tuesday, affecting the Great Lakes and New England. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for my next update. I'll keep you protected before and after the storm.